another one.
Agile method at a 4-person startup? What in the bloody? All right, so it says that I'm implementing Agile methodologies in a 4-people startup. So I'll soon start working as a PM. I'm guessing that's either a project manager or a product manager, one of the two, for a 2-year-old startup with a small team of 4 people. 4 people, right? Due to the team size, everyone wears multiple hats, and my responsibilities will include project management, so PM stands for project management, and Agile/Scrum implementation. I'm familiar with the fundamentals of Agile methodologies and have experience working with Scrum in larger companies, but I've never implemented it in such a small team. Is Scrum the best Agile framework for a team of this size, or would another framework be more suitable? Would it be a framework like Waterfall? The answer is no about that. Never. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Just stick to Agile and Kanban. I'm just saying, all right? I assume some level of adaptation will be necessary since not all generic frameworks and procedures will work seamlessly in our team of 4. How should I approach adapting these frameworks to fit the team's specific needs? How can I identify what works well and what doesn't for this particular team? All right, so this question, let's start our timer on this one. I am going to say that a team of 4 is a perfectly sized team to do Agile. I'll say this, a team of 1 is a perfectly sized team to do Agile. Why? Because Agile is a methodology. It is a style of working, a style of implementation, working incrementally, especially Scrum, working and Kanban too, but working incrementally to say, all right, for the next 2 weeks or however long you do your sprints, for the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we don't go 5 weeks. We do not go 5 weeks, right? But for the next X amount of weeks, we are going to try to get this amount of stories done. We're going to be checking our velocity. And based on what I did for the past couple of weeks, I'm going to use that information to do it for the next 2 weeks. And I think a team of 4 is a perfect size. And one question is the team of 4, right? Is it, 4 developers, 3 developers, and 1 QA? Are you part of the team of 4? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter because you need Agile so that, and if you're going to be delivering, software, then you need a way to deliver incrementally and be able to track your progress. So for me, I think that a team of 4 people is more than enough people to be able to successfully implement Agile. I'll say this, right? I've worked on Agile teams that had 15 people. I've worked on Agile teams that have about 6 people, if we include the Scrum Master and the product manager, right? But that makes 3 developers, 1 QA person. And here's the thing. What a lot of people fail to realize and remember is that Agile was not based on the amount of people, and it wasn't even based on the roles of the people, because in true Agile sense and fashion, the roles of handling, like of being QA, being tester, or being QA, being engineer, they were interchangeable. Now, it's not saying that like QA can do all the complicated engineering stuff, but like I've said before, I'll jump on with the engineers and I'll write a script to be able to repeatedly hit an API if necessary. So it's not necessarily about the title. It's about getting the job done. What are we looking to deliver? What are our goals? So that's why for me, I'm like, you got a team of 4. That's perfect. Okay, what have you heard of the term RACI? It's like responsible, accountable. Let me see what C stands for. I forgot what C stands for. RACI. Definition, is it? Let me see. Oh, matrix. There you go. Let me see. RACI matrix. It is responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed, right? So you just break down what are the things that need to be done and say, all right, this person or group is responsible for this, or this position is responsible for this position is accountable for this, these people need to be consulted on this, and these people need to be informed on this, right? You break it down like that, and you should be okay. So it's like, how do you think a business gets off the ground? Like a business starts off with one or two people, right? When you have an idea, you start off with either you come up with an idea, or you and somebody that you're working with comes up with an idea. But guess what? You still have to keep the same process. And then as you continue to grow, you build on that process. If you do not have a way of working, and you just try to, because it's just us, we just go as the Wild Wild West. I will tell you what happened, right? Tell you what happened. One of my tech barbarians, I plugged them in with a quote unquote a startup early last year. And they had goals, dreams, ambitions, hopes to launch an application. I'm talking about, we met with the CEO and the founder and whoever was backing this whole thing. And I plugged in one of my tech barbarians in there so that they can actually build some experience, and I could coach them through everything. They were my tech barbarian, like they implemented a whole QA process, all this type of stuff. But the startup, they didn't have like sprints or nothing like that, right? So they were just Wild Wild West. And my tech barbarian tried to implement, all right, let's have these regular meetings. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's have like some type of stand up. And they weren't really like, they would never make the meeting and stuff like that. To the point where they eventually said, you know what? We're not going to be going live. We're not going to be going live. And it was going to be a really, really, really cool application. Right. But I told, like, and my tech barbarian was kind of disappointed in it, but I said, look, you did more than enough, and you got to build amazing experience, and you actually got to learn a bunch of different technologies for mobile testing and stuff like that. So don't, like, it's not your application, it's on them, but you learned, and you built some really good experience. So, but that's the thing, like, because there's no process in place, whatever you're doing, you got to run it like a business. Run like Army General. Like, when I say like, running like a business, right? So my professor for jiu-jitsu, when he left our gym earlier this year, right? And there was like new people teaching and stuff like that. A lot of people disappeared because the way that he ran it was as an Army General. He had things like, he had a way of running things that people really enjoyed and appreciated. And I was like, well, I guess I'm following him over there. And a lot of my training family did so too. And we're just, working hard. We're working hard. So you need to have a process in place, a strict process in place that is going to hold you responsible and accountable, right? So 4 people, more than enough. Agile is a methodology, not a whatever other thing it could be, right? Anyways, let's wrap that question up.
Every step I took alone, built a kingdom all my own. No more shadows pulling strings. I am light, I am wings.
I walked away, no chains to bind. I left the past, I cleared my mind. The road was rough, the skies were gray, but I broke free, I found my way.
I walked away, I broke the chain, left behind their endless rain. Tried my best to make it fit, but their world wasn't it. Now I'm free, running strong, I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust. like distant songs. I found my voice where I belong. No anchors now, no shadows stay. I face the sun, a brighter day.
They wanted walls, I wanted skies. I couldn't live their tangled lies. Now I'm soaring, winds at play, dancing light in every way.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
I'm free, I'm running wild, like the laughter of a child. Free from their weight, I can breathe. This is my time to believe. I'm free, I'm running wild, like the laughter of a child. Free from their weight, I can breathe. This is my time to believe.